His reaction is so funny. Yo, okay, so look. I'm watching my boy Harrison Neville's video on the Fashion Nova unboxing that he did, where they just blatantly rip off Gucci. And I kind of want to talk about Gucci. As you guys may know, I did a video posing the question, what can $100 get you from Gucci? Now, I admittedly do not own a lot of Gucci. I have this, which I got from the video. Not the necklace itself, but the actual pendant, which was $120 freaking dollars. Let's set that down carefully, because that's too much money. Oh, and I have these glasses that I bought, I don't even know, like 6 years ago. I don't know why I did that noise, but anyways, yeah, these glasses right here, still to this day, some of my favorite glasses. But these things are expensive, so let's put these back in the Gucci case and put my little Firmoo glasses back on that I got for like 20 bucks. But yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, Gucci is really expensive. A lot of this stuff is extremely overpriced in my personal opinion, and I know that it is extremely trendy to spend a lot of money on Gucci, and I've genuinely thought about doing that because I know that those videos pop. However, I haven't done that. I did do a video showing off a $3,000 Gucci jacket that I did mention in the video was not my jacket. And that was kind of my way of like doing a Gucci video without actually having to buy Gucci. And there's a reason why I don't actually buy Gucci, and it's because I don't think that it's worth it. So in this video, we're going to go over 5 reasons why you should not buy Gucci. I'm gonna say all 5 reasons, and then I will go into detail about all 5 of those reasons. The 5 reasons are price, value, hype, longevity. Actually, I can't really think of a 5th reason. We'll just say price again. Actually, I'm just kidding. Number 5 is that there are just better options for you to spend your money on if you know where to shop. I'll talk more about number 5 at the end of this video, but essentially there are tons of sales that you can find from designer websites like Barney's and Essence, where you can find really dope designer brands for a more reasonable price that will be a little bit more justifiable when I explain these other reasons. Just so you guys know, I'm gonna leave a bunch of links down in the description below of a ton of designer items that I think are dope, or a little bit more, I don't know, they have a little bit more bang for your buck. Primarily because they are on sale right now. Well, I should say at the time of filming this video, they are on sale. They might go off sale very soon because their sales usually only go on for so long, and then they cut the sale off, and then they have like 2 of these a year. Well, I'm speaking for Essence. I think Barney's has like 3 or 4 sales a year. So you can check the links below for some designer items if you're interested in fashion. There's nothing wrong with spending money on clothes, but I think that if you do spend your money on clothes, try to be cognizant of whether or not the clothes you are buying are worth that, or at least valued that. I'm not saying worth that in terms of like the actual materials, but I just mean like whether or not you can resell it and make the majority of your money back. Most Gucci hoodies you buy for a really large amount and you sell for maybe half, if that. But anyways, let's get into the rest of these reasons. Reason number 1, price. As you guys may be aware, when I did that what can $100 get you at Gucci video, I was actually appalled. I was horrified at some of these prices. I was just like, what? I think the most notable quote from that was $500 for a damn fly. I was later notified that was a B, I guess. I don't know, bro. I'm low fashion, dude. But some guy felt like it was actually hilarious that I did not know it was a B, and I guess that makes me low fashion. But yeah, I just feel like it is really, really expensive, and your standard person cannot afford that. As someone who used to be a huge fan of Gucci, literally when I was couch hopping and I didn't have a place to stay, I remember looking at Gucci's website and hoping that one day I could afford a Gucci trench coat. Mind you, it wasn't really heavily branded. It was a little bit more subtle, a little bit more quiet, and it was just a trench coat that I thought was really sick. And being that I've always liked Gucci's double G prints, I've liked some of their older sneakers that had just the double G monogram all throughout, and like, I don't know, a lot of the stuff they do is not as simple as that now, which I'll explain a little bit more of that when I discuss reason 3 and 4. However, right now I need to discuss reason number 2, but I also need to go on a little early morning jog, so I will see you guys in a moment. Number 2 is value. Let me see if I can set this up on the tree branch without it falling. Okay, that should be good. Do a little wiggle, make sure it's not gonna fall. Yo, it's like mad peaceful today. I just saw some deer. Maybe I'll go check out Bambi in a moment. But anyways, yo, this thing is new. This wasn't here last time I filmed here. But anyways, number 2, as I said, is value. Now, essentially what that means is that the items you are buying do not keep their value, they don't maintain their value, and that's for several reasons. Really, the reason they don't maintain their value is due to reason 1, and then kind of 3 and 4. But if you buy an item, a hoodie for $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever you pay, usually that hoodie does not resell for that same price that you paid. There are a couple pieces that are exceptions. For example, there are a pair of track pants that are really popular that are like green and red and has the Gucci snake going down the side of the leg. That is an item that is, or I should say was worth buying at retail. I'm not quite sure what it sells for, but I'm pretty sure it sells for right around retail. That's a little bit harder to get, and that is a piece that holds its value. A lot of the other pieces from Gucci do not hold their value, and there's no reason it should, because honestly, if you buy something from Gucci, it's very likely that they are going to make something else very similar. And that has a lot to do with the fact that it's really hyped right now, and they are making a lot of product. It's very like, I guess hype isn't the best word, but it's very on trend. I think that's one of the things that is kind of an issue for some designer brands, is it is so on trend and so, it's just so now that like in a year and a half from now, a lot of the Gucci stuff that you see people buying, that stuff isn't going to be cool. I know people say that about Supreme and they say that about a lot of brands, but that's not always the case. It's one of the reasons why the box logo has been popular for years, because it's a clean, simple piece. Just kind of like a lot of Gucci's double G monogram stuff or LV's monogram stuff it's been popular for years. It's not like a lot of these floral patterns or snake prints, or, you know, those things are like things that are a little bit more trendy for style and fashion right now. Which brings me to my 4th point. However, before I get to the 4th point, I'm hoping that Bambi and Lola and those other deer are still there, so I'm going to go check that out. I do not feel like hurting my ankle because I'm in these freaking low top Adidas, so I'm not going to jump down from this tree. Instead, I will just walk over to this tree branch, pick this camera up. As you can see, this is where I'm standing right now, by the way. This is one of the spots that I come just to like chill. It's like mad peaceful. But anyways, as I said, I'm gonna see if those deer are still there. I saw some deer when I was coming in, and then I'm gonna go on a light little jog before I go up to the alterations shop and try to pick up some pants. So let's get into it. Okay, so number 4 is longevity. Sorry if I'm a little bit out of breath. I just ran 43 miles. I'm totally kidding. But you know, whenever like Casey Neistat is filming a vlog and he like runs into the frame and he's like, yeah, it's a light jog today. I just ran like 26 miles. I didn't really run as much as I wanted to. I'm over here like, damn, I can barely run across the street. Like I was saying, number 4 is longevity. Essentially what I'm saying is that it won't last that long. These pieces are extremely on trend, extremely hyped, and for that reason, they will only be trendy for this season or next season. Like, a lot of this stuff isn't going to be cool in 2 years. I'm just saying, be cautious or be cognizant of these things when you do buy. I don't want to tell anyone how to spend their money. That's not my place. At the end of the day, spend your money however you see fit, and I'm not going to judge you if you spend $1 million on Gucci, because honestly, I think it looks worse to be judging the person spending a lot of money on Gucci than being the person spending a lot of money on Gucci. At the end of the day, I don't care what anyone decides to spend their money on or what they decide to promote. If I ever see something from Gucci that I genuinely like, that I think will last and will be worth the amount that I'm paying, or I'll be able to maybe potentially sell it for about what I'm paying, then I'll buy Gucci. I'm just saying that these are things to be aware of if you do decide to invest your money, because that's really what it is. Like, buying Gucci is a legit investment. A jacket being $3,000, like, you can get a car for that. At the end of the day, look, like I said, I don't want to tell anyone how to spend their money, so please do not take this as like me being judgmental, or if you know someone that buys a bunch of Gucci and you feel like you want to like put them down or blah blah, like who cares? At the end of the day, who cares what other people spend their money on? I just feel like you guys should be aware, if you do buy Gucci, it is really expensive. You probably won't be able to sell it for anywhere near what you paid. A lot of the stuff that they make will not be popular for a long period of time, primarily just because it's extremely trendy or extremely hyped, so it won't really last very long, and it just won't be worth the amount of money that you are paying. But I'm not saying don't buy designer or don't spend a lot of money on clothes. Buy whatever you want. However, you can decide oh, there goes my phone. However, you can decide to buy designer stuff that actually, I don't know, you get a little bit more bang for your buck per se, such as designer brands that go on sale. For example, currently there is a sale on Essence where they have this Balenciaga hoodie. It's based off the whole like Bernie Sanders election, where they took that campaign logo and they flipped it and did the Balenciaga logo. And that is a prime example of a hoodie that is a little bit more, I guess, worth the investment. And the only reason for that is because, one, this hoodie is not $1,000. I think it's currently on sale for like $300, which is still a lot of freaking money for a hoodie, but it's a pretty good deal for a Balenciaga hoodie. And there are tons of other examples from designers that I personally like a little bit more. I did a video talking about some designer brands that you should buy, and 424 was one of those brands. Even Off-White, a brand that I don't really buy a lot of, is a brand that if you buy on sale, you can actually get some really good deals and you can find stuff that will hold its value relatively well. That being said, if you like Off-White, be patient, buy it on sale. Do not pay that ridiculous retail price tag unless it's something, of course, that you really want and you don't think will ever go on sale. Most stuff from Off-White ends up going on sale. There are other brands like Undercover, there's a couple Raf Simons pieces, Alexander Wang pieces. There's a ton of different brands that they have on sale. You can go check them out. I'm gonna leave a bunch of different links to stuff that I would actually recommend buying. Those are all items that I think will not necessarily resell for more than what they are selling for, but I think they will resell for at least close to what you pay. So if you want to buy an item, you want to wear it, and then you essentially want to later on down the road sell that item and try to make the majority of that money back. I'm not saying you'll make all of it, but you make the majority of that money back, then these are all items that you should consider buying. Now, I would say if you find a good sale on Gucci, I'm not saying that you, like I said earlier, I'm not saying to not buy Gucci. I like things that Gucci does. I normally don't see a lot of sales from Gucci, even on other websites like Barney's and Essence, and when you do see sales, it's a lot of the stuff that no one really wants from Gucci regardless, meaning that it's stuff that does not even sell close to their retail price or even their price when it's on sale. I mean, there's jackets that go for like $5,000. Like, that's actually absurd. The overall point of this video is just to be smart with your purchases. I know I show a lot of expensive clothing off, and I know that sometimes some people will see a video and think that it's just about the money or whatever. It's really not just about that. Be smart with your money. If you do feel the urge to buy designer clothes, try to buy on sale and try to buy at the right time. Don't just be an impulse buyer, because that's where you're gonna actually end up losing money. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, of course, smash that like button. I do not think I plugged my Instagram this entire video, so make sure you go follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram's at the Starlife. It's gonna be somewhere on the screen and in the description below. While you're down there, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you leave a comment, show some love, and thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. As always, keep living the Starlife and peace the fuck out.